All right, YouTube. It's been a while since I made a video. I made a couple of videos and I'll have those put out. I've been focusing on this car. It's hotter than a son of a gun here in Georgia. Boy, it's probably 90 degrees outside, and inside my shop here, as you can see, it is probably 95 to 105. But anyways, here's what I got to show you. So we started to put the wide body kit on. Since I last seen you before, we actually painted the inside of this. This has all been painted. I put it in the YouTube short. Painted all the, basically the interior stuff before I put the interior parts in. But we're here for the wide body. So we got the wide body. We're gonna have to trim this back a little bit just so that we can flow that line in properly, so we don't have any kind of like rough edge, as you can see right there. We'll pull this back probably a ½ inch to an inch and then fade it in. We've already cut this side. Oh, there goes the phone. We've already cut this side right here. These are all from Ronin Speedworks. Fantastic guys. Man, if you need a wide body, talk to these guys. Their lines are awesome. They fit with the true body. Coming to the other side, you can see where we marked this, by the way. So we marked this. We're going to end up cutting this out and tapering this edge and fading it into the body. So this side is just kind of mocked up. No side skirt. We're using the Armenia side skirts, which I'll show you in a second why it's a pain in the ass to do. See, there's no, the gap is messed up here, so it's just kind of sitting here. So we need to do some trimming, get this. But the other side is done. So we got this lined up perfectly. So our gap is perfect all the way from the bottom all the way to the top. It's the same exact gap except for when you get to right there, which we could trim back, but I don't know. It doesn't interfere with the door. So the side skirts, here's the issue here. We're gonna have to do some trimming to get this to lay down against this right here. There is a gap here. So, and then that'll go all the way down to there. And then this problem needs to be, we need to get this to flex down. I'm actually building brackets, and I'll show you that in a second. So a pro tip, you can use Klinkos, but these self-tapping pan heads work fantastic to kind of get your kit where you need it to be. See, this is what we need to do. You gotta cut this off a little bit so that you can taper this edge right here. You'll end up tapering this all the way up, tapering it all the way up, so it kind of goes in a motion like this onto the body kit. That way you can fade all this stuff in and get a nice seal. You have to use kitty hair and some fiberglass matting, and you're gonna have to make it fit. If you do this, it's a long process, but that's why I'm doing it, because it's gonna be tough. So we're gonna actually have to cut and get this to form up kind of into there. These are all set where they need to be. So I finally decided on wheels. I am gonna do a custom. It's going to be basically a custom version of the RS05RR from Enkei. So it'll be deep dish. I'm running 315/30 18s on the rear, and then I'm running 295/30 18s on the front. So that'll make that tire sit flush right, like literally right to this edge. For traction and power reasons, I don't want this to be a drift car. I want it to be a grip car. So doing that wide body with the wide stance, that'll help. But you can see how much the factory, this is with a 25mm offset, and it's still, like if you stand right here, you can't even see the damn wheel, because it's 88mm from the body to here, and then on the front ones it is 80mm from basically where the fender would normally sit to right here. So 80mm. The guys at Ronin Speedworks, buy this kit if you like wide body. It's fantastic, man. It's durable. It's really durable. Like, there's no flex in it. If you look at some other wide body kits or other kits that are out there, like for instance, this is these skirts I got from Shine, and they're a good company and they're inexpensive and they're cool because they're flexible and they can mold, but they're not rigid for a wide body. You see I can bend that? You cannot bend those other ones. It's impossible. So this is for the passenger side. We cut, matter of fact, while we're here, let's pull this up. So you can see I actually cut this off, boom, and cut this off right here. And the reason being is because what you want to do is, you see how, again, this is not fitted on this side, but you see how this will interfere. It kind of flares out. Same thing there, it flares. If I can get a body line, see, it flares. So if you use those sides, those rocker panels or ground effects or whatever you want to call them, or side skirts I call them, they will not fit here because they'll be too short, because you gained 2 inches here and you gained another 1.5 inches, 2 inches here on that corner. So with that said, we'll need to trim and mold and fit, and then fill if we have to. And the same thing here, we'll have to trim, fit, mold, and fill if we have to. Inside of here, which, let me get a light so you guys can see where that skin, where the old fender is and then the new fender. We'll have to peel this skin off. I'm gonna set this here. We'll have to peel this skin off of the body and pull that up and flare it out so it has something to make contact with here. And then you'll end up running sheet metal to kind of mate this up. So basically all the way back in here, let's see if I can get my camera so you can see it. There's the light. So all this right here, this will be all out to here. So I can fit these big ass wheels in here. Same thing here on the top, all the way around. And that'll also solve this problem that you've seen in the prior videos where I have to fill this. We're actually going to pull this all out, so this won't even matter anymore because it's going to get cut. This pinch weld will get cut so that we can flare it all the way out and all the way up into that channel so it's nice and flush. The secret that I was told, and I could be wrong, comment below if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, is that this needs to be tight with no pressure. No pressure. This needs to be just sucked to it, and there's no pressure trying to pull out or pull in. Well, mostly in pull out. Pulling in is okay. So you see there's no pressure there. This is all nice and snug. Everything is right where it needs to be. But if you look in here, you see it's already pulled out a little bit. Let's see if I got a light again. Obviously I lost the flashlight. Right there, you can kind of see it. Lights in my other hand. There, see how that screw already pulled out? We didn't do anything except for set that in there yesterday, but it already pulled out. You can kind of see it right there. So, longer screw would have helped, but still there's pressure pulling it, so that's why we have to flare this. You're gonna have to flare all this out to here. So that's that project. Really, really fun. Wide body looks really sick though. It's not much, but again, if you wanted to get one of these cars to grip, you're gonna have to go wide body. Now I know other people fit fatter tires in the back, and that's all that nonsense. I don't know too much about wheel fitment as well as most folks, but I do know that it is a pain in the ass to do. New things that I've done: coil packs are in. I made this. I just learned how to weld, so I made this little bracket to hold all my coils. Put my fuel filter in on the firewall against FIA, but I'm not racing it, so it doesn't really matter. So that's that. I am getting the CX Racing has a what do they call it, a air separator or water separator that comes out of here. The fitment was so shitty, I actually texted them and I said, hey man, that shit is ridiculous. So I had to pull that out. I do got my exhaust temp sensors in. I did shrink back these got to be tucked and hidden, but these are basically for my calipers. Instead of going right next to the turbo, which it end up right here, I routed them here on both sides. That one's underneath the coil pack. And I did get an XSR5 mounted. My video shorts show it. Everything's pretty much set to begin wiring as soon as I get the rest of my parts in. We also have the Cadillac pedal that's put in. So GM pedal, drive-by wire. Everything's been painted, so it's all black even in the top and the bottom, so that kind of makes things look a little bit nicer. That's pretty much it. This is a quick video just kind of showing you where we're at. I'll show you that CX Racing thing before I let you go. It's over on my nasty toolbox. It's not very organized, but the tools are organized, just the top isn't. So CX Racing, they sent you this evaporating tank, which I gotta weld a 20 AN on the bottom of that, and this is the original water neck, and I'm gonna set that up there so we can use it to mimic mirror. So look how far it is off. That's traced, and there's these holes that I had to fill with aluminum, and now I have to grind these off smooth and polish them because this shit does not fit. I know that they're going for a universal fit for S4 and S5, but Christ almighty, just send me one that works. I mean, look at how much that is off. It's ridiculous. So, and I gotta cut this because it's too long, and then I gotta put a tube on the inside of this to give it some strength because it just hangs off. So that whole tank will hang basically off of here. I'm not gonna take those screws out, but it would hang here, and then that tank will like literally be hanging there. So that's what you gotta go. That's some bullshit. I know that people make these. I'm not a really good fabricator. I do got a little welding station over here where I do a lot of my own welding. Just learning. I can lay dimes with some TIG. Don't play games. I've only been welding a little bit and I already got that. Just focus, go slow, watch pros. This is my electric water pump. I'm tempted to mount it here. I don't know yet. I still got to get the radiator, intercooler in. Probably going to do custom radiator, just waiting for Marietta radiator to well, I have to get over there. It's not their fault. I need to get over there and take them a mock-up so they can see what I'm trying to do, and then we'll put the intercooler in. Elliot from Turblown has made new end tanks. I have my old end tanks for my intercooler. My intercooler is here. There's the intercooler, and here's the end tanks that I wanted to go with. Now Elliot's made some badass ones, so I'm probably going to end up buying those and selling those. Those are 150 bucks. It is what it is. Somebody wants them, maybe I'll give them away or something in like a contest or something. So right now I'm making brackets to hold down this from the inside. So you know how your fenders have brackets. There's brackets in there that hold your fenders out and kind of get your fenders square, get your body length proper. Well, I'm going to make brackets with this thin stuff. It's real flexible. So I'm going to do that. Here's my mock-up. Basically, it's going to be like a Z, kind of like that motion. So this will go to the body, then flex, and then this will go, this part right here will go right to the body kit, and that's how that works. So right now I'm making them. They're about 5 inches. So I'm just marking them off. Again, Steel Demon, baby. Just cuts right through it like it's no big deal. Anyways, hopefully that will suffice for a video. Again, I haven't posted in a while. I've just been doing shorts. You know, life gets in the way, man. When you're building a project car, you can't do it every single week. If you guys were paying me, YouTube, then I would probably just do this all the time and not even worry about doing a regular job. But unfortunately, I have to do a regular job. But here's one last look at the engine. Body kit. Looks pretty sick in here. My seats are coming up next. Probably get that foam done, but it's pretty awesome. And you get a chance, make sure you guys go to Turbo Source. He doesn't sponsor me, but he does take care of me. So Turblown Engineering, go see those guys. Ronin Speedworks, they helped me out a ton. There's a new rim place that I was dealing with. I'm going to find out how those wheels are. They're making me custom. I believe it's KNRC. They're in Powder Springs. I think they're in Powder Springs or Lithia Springs, Georgia. They're badass. Z1 is another local company that's actually helped me turn me on to these people that can make custom wheels for me. And that's pretty much it. Ron Moen from Vengeance Racing has helped me out a little bit. So I mean, make sure you guys, you know, patronize these people, go see them, buy stuff from them. They're quality, man. Turbo Source helps me out a ton. Make sure you support them. All these local companies around here in Georgia, support them. They're freaking awesome people, man. You'll run into a lot of people that are shisty, and you're going to run into that no matter what with any kind of product or any kind of industry. Automotive seems to have some shisty people, or just want to make a quick buck and don't really care about the people. Full Function's awesome. They help me out. DC Power helped me out with the alternator. I mean, that alternator is freaking awesome. They're quick, good folks. Haltech, I mean, they're amazing. Injector Dynamics, Chase Bays has been awesome. Chase Bays and I are still talking about maybe doing one of their radiators for an FD, and I'm going to put it in an FC. I have 28 inches here. May do that. Don't know. Borg Warner Turbo, can't go wrong with them. Zeddy twin plate clutch. Again, Zeddy was awesome to help me out too. A lot of these companies, man, just reach out to them, talk to them. They'll help you guys out if you guys are building cars. Haltech is amazing, by the way. I mean, they could give you the complete rundown. I literally asked them like a open-ended question, and they sent me like literally an essay on what the Nexus R5 can do. So that's pretty cool. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys here. Good chatting with y'all. Have a good one.